Hi there, my name is Dartry Mountains and I'm co-director of Crusader Cabins. Our company offers unique accommodation located along the Wild Atlantic Way. I'm going to show you Seaview Cabin, one of our own. So we're here at Seaview Cabin. We set up Seaview Cabin back in 2017 to complement an original business of ours that was set up before blindfold driving. We've seen a kind of a gap in the market that people wanted to come up for an adventure weekend, do the 4x4 blindfold driving, come over here and chill in the jacuzzi for the night. Unfortunately, back in 2017 we had to close our 4x4 blindfold driving due to the insurance crisis in Ireland, closing a lot of companies. But we still seen the niche in the locality for accommodation. We are based in Kinlough, County Leitrim. So the reason why we probably set up in the beginning was to put Kinlough on the map. I'm born and reared in Kinlough, County Leitrim, and to me it's a fantastic place to grow up. We have immense views from the front. We're looking straight into the Wild Atlantic Way there. To the rear we have mountains upon mountains. And we just seen the lack of accommodation in Kinlough, and we wanted to bring people to Kinlough. We have Michelin's recognised restaurants, we have the best cafes locally, we have shops, we have diesel pumps. So what we wanted is we wanted people to come, stay in our cabins, go to the shop, buy something, and just kind of put money back into our community. The excitement it brings when you get a notification on the phone from Airbnb basically saying that someone has booked your property. The first thing that I personally will do is I'll go in and I will find out where that person's from. And it's mad and it's exciting to see that these people are coming from all over the world to stay in our wee cabins in Kinlough, County Leitrim. So as business owners, there is going to be problems along the way. It's not all rosy. There's a lot of long hours, a lot of behind the scenes work. One problem we came up against was having something out of the norm. Unfortunately, when you use something out of the norm, it's very hard to get the stuff across the line. Our biggest problem here was insurance. I was trying to insure a timber cabin with a hot tub outside the front of it. It actually was kind of at the start, we're kind of like, is this going to go ahead? Eventually, thank God, we got insured, and to this day we're flying with both properties. I had to harder sell another one because it's actually a proper log cabin, a 400-year-old log cabin with plenty of history behind it, so I had a good crack at that across the line. But in relation to these problems, you have to overcome them, and when you overcome them, this is what happens. I'm currently standing at the back of Seaview Cabin, and behind me you can see what's known locally as the Dartry Mountains. A lot of people hike that mountain, and there's a summit at the very top. It's a very good mountain to hike. I've done it myself a good few times. We always wanted people to be able to sit out the back, have their morning coffee and look at these views. And if you're lucky enough, we are surrounded by what's known our native deer, which is the red deer. We have a pine marten who eats actually on a bush here, and there's a berry comes out in the summer, and she can be seen sitting on this eating that berry. So our cabin, Seaview Cabin, is plonked in what I call a nature reserve. So we're here at location number 2, which is our 400-year-old Bavarian log cabin. These are the same mountains we actually seen to the rear of Seaview Cabin. We're just actually a wee bit closer here at the lodge. There's a 4-acre native Irish tree forest down in front of our lodge here, and at the bottom of that is the infamous Lough Melvin Lake, which is known greatly around Ireland and probably a lot of Germany for the salmon fishing. We try to be as sustainable as we can in our business approach. With the sector we're in, it can be quite challenging, but it's even as simple as recycling our waste, getting our guests to separate their bins. Even now, obviously, with the power demand in Ireland, we have to be very smart with our power usage. So we've kind of all our outdoor lights on time clocks and stuff like that, and if need be, they can be overridden. But it's just these small stuff that creates the wins for us in sustainability. Look, we try and keep everything as wild as possible. There's a lovely, as I said before, there's a lovely 4-acre forest in there full of native Irish trees. Again, this property, there's actually, we were just saying, there's deer markings all over the lawn there, where the deer were obviously in recently in the lawn. So that'll be magnificent to see as a guest staying here. One big thing we did this year was we used to mow our lawns with a riding lawnmower. We changed it up and we actually bought a robotic lawnmower for numerous reasons. One being obviously it's labour intensive when you have to trim and mow them on yourselves, and then you don't want to be kind of down there when guests are staying in our properties. So that was using petrol, it was time. Our lawnmower now, the robotic lawnmower, is far better for the ground. It actually only shaves the lawn and puts the nutrients of the grass back into the ground, killing moss, but our lawn has gone so much greener since the robotic lawnmower has started on the lawn. A question we get asked a lot as entrepreneurs is, where do we see our company in 5 years' time? We see Crusader Cabins growing. We have two very unique properties at the minute, and we want to grow and make that better. Next year we have hopefully secured another property. Again, it's going to be the same as these properties, and tranquil, peaceful views. And it actually will have the same views as this, but at a further distance. We also bought something very exciting this year, which we hope to develop next year. We want to develop a completely off-grid, self-contained unit / cabin and put it up beside Seaview Cabin to the views of Slieve League, Bundoor and all that. And it's going to be very exciting for us as a company and for people coming to stay with us. Just to finish on our wee video here, so currently we're standing on the balcony of the master bedroom. Again, there's our Dartry Mountains, the lone locality is the Dartry Mountains. The cliff kind of jutting out of the skyline over there is actually Arroo Mountains, which is also very famous. And then further over to the right, it's Keeloge Mountain, but there's a famous rock that a lot of people come here to hike, and it's called Eagle's Rock.